I went skiing in Italy for a week with 72 family members, and this is what it was like. We flew to Venice with EasyJet, hired a car through Europcar, and drove a couple of hours to Araba, which is a small town in the Italian Dolomites. We hired our ski gear there, and I'll drop what everything cost in the caption. So, what is it like skiing with so many people? I mean, it was chaotic and it was hilarious. I don't think I've ever had so much fun in my life, but more on that later. There were so many of us that regularly you'd be on a ski lift and recognize like 5 family members on the slopes below. Because there were so many of us, we were split between 2 hotels, one for the adults and one for the 20 to 30-year-old kids. And every morning we'd have a buffet breakfast, get ready, and then like 50 of us would head to the slopes. We got a ski pass for the Dolomites super ski area, which is the largest ski area in the world. It's quite spread out and the skiing was amazing. There are lots of blue runs, but the majority of the runs are red, which was good for me as it was only my full-time skiing and I was ready to challenge myself by taking more reds. There weren't that many black runs, but there were these fun parks where you could do jumps and set speed records and stuff. There was also a really useful app called My Dolomites Ski, which helps you navigate the slopes, and we'd also log our days skiing on Strava, which tells you your maximum speed, and someone on the trip hit 106 kilometers an hour. We went in mid-March, which meant it was quite warm, which meant slushy moguls on the ski home. One day, 50 of us skied the Sella Ronda, which is a 44-kilometer circuit around the mountain range, but the rest of the week we'd split off into smaller groups depending on ability and where you wanted to ski, and then meet up for hot chocolate breaks and lunch, which was unreal. I had the best carbonara of my life and it was only 15 euros, which is remarkable given I was at the top of a mountain. And in general, the Dolomites were cheaper than London. A cappuccino was 2.50 euros, a pint of Apres, yes, a pint was 6 euros. It was cheaper than a pint of beer. I went skiing in Courchevel last year, where a small French onion soup cost like 20 euros, which is outrageous. So this was a welcome change. One of my favourite runs was the Hidden Valley, which you can only access via a 20-minute bus and cable car. It's a 7-kilometer long red run with very few people on the slopes. It is utterly breathtaking and it takes you past a frozen waterfall. And at the bottom of the run, you're pulled back into the main resort area by horses, which was a really cool experience. It costs 4 euros though, and you can only pay in cash, so factor that in if you choose to do it. Onto the Apres. This was wild and it was my favourite part of the trip. We started on a bar on the slopes around 3 p.m. The grown-ups kept buying shots and beers until the bar threw us out, so we then skied drunkenly down the slopes to a bar in town where we just took over the entire space. We were requesting songs, dancing to ABBA on the tables, people started buying us drinks, and we even got the local Italians to join in, which was fun until one overly enthusiastic man grabbed my hand and put it in his mouth, which was mildly traumatizing. We didn't do Apres every day, obviously we wanted to get up early to ski most days, so the other days we'd meet in the hotel bar for drinks and then have a 4-course supper. There was a salad bar which had oysters, smoked swordfish, burrata, it was really bougie, and then starters was anything from beef carpaccio, carbonara, mains, fish, vegetables, truffle pasta, and apple strudel for pudding. The food was incredible, and even better, it was included in our room price. Again, all the prices will be in the caption. If you have any questions about skiing or the trip, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer.